Hola Bandidos, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome to Mel's Magic. This is episode 20 of season 2. Owl and I say hello. Bueno, we're going to do something a little bit different today, and it involves me going over the past 4 energy pulls I did, including the 2 from episode 19. And what I'm doing is I'm basically rewriting or reading the cards from a different angle, because in my last episode, episode 19, I was talking about someone else. It didn't feel like I was talking about my own situation, so I wanted to add this additional reading, this additional interpretation from the perspective of how it applies to my life. Vale? So this episode is going to be a quadruple whammy of 4 readings. The 2 readings from episode 19 and 1 reading from yesterday and the current reading from today. En total 4. And I'm going to read it as one story. It also has to do with the notion of rewriting our story. I'm a firm believer in our total and complete power of our narrative, and that we can change our narrative from the past, the way we view our past, the way we see ourselves in the present moment, and how we project ourselves into the future. We are the authors of our narrative. So if you want to change how you maybe remember or pull together events from the past, you can, from a different understanding or different perspective, literally write a different story. One that enables healing, one that puts you back into the driver's seat, and one that empowers you for the kind of future and story that you envision for yourself. Okay? So here we go. Let's see how this is going to flow. So as far as if you can remember from the past reading, we started with the 2 of Swords. And I attributed it to someone out there having an impasse, but actually I felt that perhaps I was looking at keeping myself stuck in a way, and I really had a hard look at, again, beliefs, situations, circumstances that I was allowing around me to still keep me stuck. And I knew that at some level it had to do with some devil energy, basically some obsessiveness or some attachment to a certain behavior that perhaps served me in the past, but that's still very tempting in the present to fall back on because it was so familiar. So I really took a look at what was holding me back and what was preventing my wheel of fortune to turn upright. And I realized it takes this realization that going inwards and realizing that source, God, whatever you want to call this higher power, is really there waiting for you, for me to pour this infinite stream of abundance through us. And I was asking myself, well, is there anything that's keeping that blocked? And yeah, it was a kind of holding on to perhaps a naivete from the past, perhaps not accepting certain responsibilities of the present moment, and made me also think how in a journey of healing, one huge element is this going backwards in time to reclaim fragments from a younger self that might have been rejected or abandoned. That is one huge aspect of healing. It's this shadow work you may have heard of. But another way of healing and growing is compressing timelines into the present moment and embodying aspects of yourself from your future self or your higher self. That's why the present moment is so powerful, because it's in the now that we can reclaim aspects we have neglected from the past, and we can embody and bring into the present the kind of future we want to embody, the kind of person and values and aspects of our vision that we want to embody right now. It's all possible in the now, but are we allowing that in? So that's what I asked myself. And I also asked myself, is there any aspect in any way that I'm not listening to my intuition? We had the Empress, the High Priestess, sorry, not the Empress, the High Priestess in reverse. So was there maybe a way that I was not really listening to that inner voice and still holding on to a storyline that no longer served me? And it made me realize that it's all up to me. I have the capabilities and the wand of I'm carpe diem. I am able with each day to start anew and write a new story and seize my passions and act on my passions, not only stay stuck in my head, but really seize that wand and do it now. Nike, just do it in the present moment. It's very empowering. I've been doing that over the past few days together with writing the morning pages, what Julia Cameron encouraged in her book, The Artist's Way. It's really this slicing through passivity and acting regardless of the critic, regardless of self-sabotaging voices we have in our heads. It's just getting down to work and not judging ourselves before things even get started. And by doing so, we will find that tribe that resonates with us, because the more authentic we become, the more in line with our true feelings, the more we bring our thoughts and beliefs into the kind of feeling and being state that we really want. So, meaning we're not being self-sabotaged by past behaviors that are rooted in pain. But if we really come into alignment and resonate on our true authentic note, then we will attract also that soul tribe that resonates on par with us. Yeah? And all it takes is this new perspective. We had the Hanged Man. All it takes is this fresh perspective, looking at things from a different angle. And maybe sometimes we're not able to do that completely on our own. I mean, meditation, self-reflection helps. Sometimes the input of other people who have a completely different viewpoint can really help us look at things from a different angle, and will help us to get some insightful a landmark, see ourselves from an observer view, and recognize where perhaps we have been blindfolded and didn't see situations as clearly or as open-minded as we could have. So being in the hangman position requires this new perspective. And we had the King of Swords, the King of Cups reversed, which in episode 19, I was talking about a potential soulmate couple that was not coming together. But if in another way, the way I would like to see it now and pull it back to my own energy is King of Cups is Animus in reverse. So as I've been sharing, there is, and this is nothing new, Jung, it's one of Carl Gustav Jung's stern, one of his part of his philosophy is that our psyche has masculine and feminine aspects. So we have a masculine, let's say gender is feminine, I still have a masculine aspect in me that if I embody it, I can become much more wholesome and don't project it outwards. So having a new perspective and realizing that King and Queen of Cups in reverse can be put into balance and can be harmonized internally if only we seize that Ace of Swords and take action with the confidence that the universe has our back, that we have Ouroboros power, we have the infinite courage and support of the universe, that if we just act on it, we can harmonize these reversed energies that came up a few days ago. And we should remember that we can at any point embody the Fool energy. The Fool is number 0 in the tarot, and it's this notion of the beginner's mind, that at any point, every day is a new opportunity to start afresh. So I'm telling myself these days, what is holding me back? Nothing, actually. It's just a thought that is still keeping me attached to the past. So I've been quite radical these past few days in clearing my environment. I really am so ready to let go of even the objects that remind me of my past, and not in a ruthless way, but in a loving way. I look at the object and I decide, do you bring me joy, a la Marie Kondo? Do you bring me joy, or are you at least of use? Ideally, it's both, of use and brings me joy. If not, I lovingly let go. I want something new. I want to embody the spirit of the Fool and just look at everything as if anything is possible, which is true. Meaning, if we set an intention and set our mind and our heart on a specific direction, we can become that. It just takes this let's do it spirit of the Fool and not holding us back before we even start. So this was the energy of yesterday. The clarifying card was the Tower in reverse from the Light Seer's deck. And the Tower in reverse is this reminder that we have been through the Tower moment where the rug got pulled from under our feet. And we stood again there like, oh my gosh, why did things crumble again around me? So we've been through this Tower moment. And we know that at the end of the day, it's up to us to embody the Fool, and it's up to us to get out of any kind of mental stalemate or mental stuckness. It really is just one thought away. We can get out of this bind. This is Two of Swords from the Wild Unknown Tarot. We can have the sunshine again from this eclipse. It is really up to us to liberate ourselves. And if needed, we can call on angel assistance, call on a higher power, whether we believe in angels or something invisible, an invisible force that is just waiting for us to open up and to ask for assistance. And I promise you that they will assist you. Just specify your question. Even ask it for yourself. If you don't believe in angels, then there is something such as the inner voice, your inner guidance system, your own inner being that will guide you and bring you the clarity that you need. And if we've been maybe lacking, this is the energy of today, lacking courage, joy, or determination, we can be the Queen of Wands upright. We just need to, Knight of Swords in reverse, take action again, remember our goals, go towards what our goal is with everyday actions, seize the moment, and remember that we are the Empress. We can embody this energy at any point in time. We just need to access our inner center where this power lies. So from the Oracle cards, this is all from today, the message is, don't be afraid to do a one-ring circus. Don't be scared to be self-sufficient. If that's what it takes, be bold. Trust that you have everything that you need. You don't need more acknowledgement. You don't need more validation from outside. If you can just start right here, right now with what you have, you can totally pull this off and just refine as you go along. Like I'm doing with this YouTube channel. I just decided like 2 months ago, I'm just going to start this, launch this thing, and I will customize as I go along. And it's been evolving and it's going to evolve. The main thing is that it's fun, that you enjoy it, and that you believe in yourself. Try something new. Be the Fool. And the other oracle card from today was, it's a bit blurry, the Sacred Pool, number 47. There's a little elf in the pool in the reverse, which is basically a reminder everything is a reflection of ourselves, of our beliefs, of our thoughts, of what we put out into of what we project into the universe. So if you're ready for something new, I'm ready for something new, and I'm ready to embody this spirit of the Fool. Let's also remember that what we put out there is being reflected back to us. If we do not maybe enjoy what is being reflected, we have the power to change our thought and change the internal image to then project something different outwards. So that is a very important message. It's, I guess, the ultimate realization that everything is in our hands. And it doesn't mean that we don't need other people. We have needs. The ideal is interconnectedness. But it all starts with us coming to the realization that we are complete. We will complement each other with other people. That's the beauty of it also. We are like a fragment of the divine spark and put together in a very unique way. That's why we're all unique. And if we all access our authentic core and vibrate out as authentically as we can, then we will connect in an authentic way with other people, and that will reflect back to us. It's really a win-win. But it all starts with us first accessing our own truth, our own feelings, and coming into alignment. So that is how I chose to rewrite the last readings. And I always want my readings to be empowering for myself and hopefully for you too. So that's it for today. And I look forward to episode 21 coming up. It's coming fast. Y con esto les deseo un súper bonito sábado. It's a little bit stormy out here. Y yeah, reflect on what I've shared, and I'm always very grateful for anyone who leaves a comment, for any like, and anyone who subscribes to my channel. Les dejo con mucho amor y un buen fin de semana. Chao.